So I don't know if you guys heard, but Toronto, the city that I, and presumably you, if you're watching this, live in, was just named the best city in the world to live in by The Economist. Granted, it wasn't really The Economist magazine, it was an associated consulting firm, but still, do you have any idea how impressive that is? I mean, there's gotta be, what, 200 cities in the world? That's a pretty long list of wannabes. This report, which factored in such things as livability, democracy, cost of living, the business environment, this is The Economist after all, and food security, is the latest in a line of ego-boosting reconnaissance missions that tell us what we're always trying to forget. Yes, Toronto is a totally nice, good, and livable city. Maybe even the most livable. I get that it's easy to balk at reports like this. I mean, I remember a similar reaction a few months ago when Vogue magazine declared West Queen West the second hippest neighborhood in the entire world. For Torontonians, it seems like our good old-fashioned Canadian humility tends to mutate into a kind of toxic self-loathing. We hear news like this and we're like, really? Us? But to this I say, get over it. Yes, Toronto can sometimes be annoying. Yes, it's aggravating when you go into a bar and they're installing Edison bulbs to try and seem more hip than they really are, or when it seems like it's taking forever to reform our transit system. But maybe this is just the growing pains of a city that's actually becoming a great city, or maybe it's the sign of a city that is already getting there. So sure, I mean, whatever, raise an eyebrow at reports like this. I mean, they are kind of totally meaningless. But I also don't think that there's any problem with indulging in a little good old-fashioned civic pride. I mean, granted, Toronto's not as excitingly grimy as New York City, but I'll be darned if I sit here and let anyone besmirch our food security.